because you want it on video.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are again at our Sunday night Bible study. We finished up Revelation last week. Tonight we're going to start on Daniel. With us tonight are Matt Pierce, Michael Bear Varnum, and yours truly may be in the picture, Dennis McPherson. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. I'm backwards.
He was.
Anyway, tell us about it there, Bear.
Daniel 1:1. In the 3rd year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, came Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, unto Jerusalem, and besieged it. And the Lord gave Jehoiakim, king of Judah, into his hand, with part of the vessels of the house of God, which he carried into the land of Shinar to the house of his God. And he brought the vessels into the treasure house of his God. And the king spake unto Ashpenaz, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel, and of the king's seed, and of the princes, children in whom was no blemish, but well favored and skillful in all wisdom. And cunning and knowledge and understanding science, and such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the learning and the tongue of the Chaldeans. And the king appointed them a daily provision of the king's meat and of the wine which he drank, so nourishing them 3 years, that at the end thereof they might stand before the king. Now among these were of the children of Judah Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, unto whom the prince of the eunuchs gave names. For he gave unto Daniel the name of Belshazzar, and to Hananiah Shadrach, and to Mishael of Meshach, and to Azariah of Abednego. But Daniel proposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. Now God had brought Daniel into favor and the tender love with the prince of the eunuchs. And the prince of the eunuchs said unto Daniel, I fear my lord the king, who hath appointed your meat and your drink. For why should he see your faces worse likening than the children which are of your sort? Then shall ye make me endanger my head to the king. Then sent Daniel to Melzar, whom the prince of the eunuchs had set over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and water to drink. Then let our countenance be looked upon before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat of the portion of the king's meat. And as thou seest, deal with thy servants. So he consented to them in this matter, and proved them 10 days.
So let me say, my version's a little bit different, but I have the King James version, so I'm not sure. It's quite a bit different. Are you using the just traditional
King James version? Yep.
So it even says it right here, King James version. Now if I read, you'll see, and usually this is the same.
Well, I want to Google what a prince of the eunuchs is. He's the boss eunuch. I mean,
he's the boss eunuch. He had underlings. They had a chain of command and order inside of the palace. And the God they're talking about is not the God of Daniel. It's not the God of the Israelites. This is the guys that besieged them and took back part of their treasure and put it in his God. So we're seeing a contest.
That might be some of what we were just talking about, the chief of the chiefs.
Yeah.
I might have gotten it here. It might have been my phone. At the end of 10 days, their countenances appeared fairer and fatter in flesh than all the children which did eat the portion of the king's meat. Thus Melzar took away the portion of their meat and the wine that they should drink, and gave them pulse. Not sure what that is. As for these 4 children, God gave them knowledge and skill in all learning and wisdom, and Daniel had understanding in all visions and dreams. Now at the end of the days that the king had said he should bring them in, then the prince of the eunuchs brought them in before Nebuchadnezzar. And the king communed with them, and among them was found none like Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Therefore stood they before the king, and in all matters of wisdom and understanding that the king inquired of them, he found them 10 times better than all the magicians and astrologers that were in all his realm. And Daniel continued even unto the first year of King Cyrus. And that's the end of that.
Well, pulse is edible seeds of legumes such as beans, lentils, and peas. They were just eating simple food, what some folks call poor man's food. And they fared better than eating all the stuff that the king was eating.
Because they were eating healthier. Healthier than the meat diet was.
Chief of eunuchs.
Was it Nebuchadnezzar that Saddam Hussein traced his lineage back to? When he was descended from Nebuchadnezzar?
I have not heard that.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Might not be. I may be thinking of somebody else that he traced his lineage back to.
Who traced it back? Saddam Hussein?
Saddam Hussein. Or Saddam Hussein, as Bush Sr. used to call him. He called him Saddam.
High-ranking official in ancient courts, most famously for the biblical figure of Ashpenaz that we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Probably the only chief of eunuchs.
Yeah.
I got it. What's that other spot?
Is that the end of chapter 1?
That was the end of chapter 1. We learned what pulse was.
We might not have a whole lot we can talk about tonight. But
No.
that was the end of chapter 1.
Well,
Yeah,
we
it's
don't want
not
to
as-
get too far ahead of.
It's not as riveting as Revelation.
Not as much to scare us because they ain't got to that fiery furnace yet.
Oh yeah.
Eshach, and Abednego, whatever they are.
They were very selective of who they chose
To be the
to
boss
be
unit.
in there at all. What did he talk about it?
Oh. You couldn't let just anybody in there. They might not want to be the unit no more.
So I looked that up. It was Nebuchadnezzar that Saddam Hussein was saying he was related to.
Oh, okay, so it is. So my memory was right then.
It says he claimed to be related to Saladin, actually, the 12th century Muslim warrior, and also presented himself as the modern reincarnation of
Oh, okay.
Nebuchadnezzar.
That's what
So
it was.
he's not really related to him.
Yeah, he just wanted to be like
Yeah.
him. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Well, all of you that are listening, we're having a National First Responders Appreciation Day here in Melody Lakes. We're selling plates for $12 a plate and $10 a plate if you're a first responder and bring your ID. It's a way of saying thank you to our first responders, and it's a way to give back a little bit for all that they do in protecting the citizens of Harris County. Hope to see you there October 28th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. It's on a Tuesday.
Here at the
community building in Melody Lakes. It's a rumor that Andrew Zerner might be here to talk about his up and coming running for county commissioner in our district again. Give you a chance to talk to him. Scott Lightsy's been invited as well. Peace.
And on October 30th in Waverly Hall at the City Auditorium, there'll be a election forum for the candidates running for City Council here in Waverly Hall. You're welcome to come listen to them, talk to them, ask them questions, whatever you want to do. We have one council seat which is not being contested. It'll be, all things go as expected. Then Greg Fisher will be reelected to Streets and Roads. Pat Lohman is retiring as the council person for the Police and Fire. I think she's been on it maybe close to 40 years. But she's retiring, so that office is going to be open, and there's two people running for that. One's name is Jackson Spangier, Spanjer, and Tara Lee Barbie is running for that office. Our council person for Buildings and Grounds, Geraldine Bodie, has opposition from Mr. David Ragland. Come talk to them, listen to what they say, decide who you want to vote for if you live within the city limits of Waverly Hall, and if you don't live in the city limits, come on down and talk to them anyway. They might want to hear what you got to say. How about you there, Matt? You got any public announcements you want to make?
That's none for me. Thank
No
you.
public announcements tonight.
No.
All right, well, we're going to sign off now because we've done our lesson for tonight. Next week will be chapter 2 of Daniel, and we will see what we can find out at that time. Thank you for listening, and look forward to talking to you soon. Goodbye.